251 days ago, or April 21st, 2021, the sub-10 speedrunning barrier was finally broken. For months and months after Brentilda set the first sub-10 world record, people grinded the category for the second sub-10, with very few people even getting a shot at it, and still to this day, not a single player has broken that barrier. However, that's on Java Edition. Very few runners run 1.16 RSG on Bedrock Edition, with only one runner known for grinding that category like a madman, and that player is KiwiestBirb. After obtaining a world record of 11 minutes and 22 seconds, Kiwi still wasn't happy with the world record and kept grinding the category, and just shy of 2 months later, Kiwi had done it, what was once thought to be impossible. KiwiestBirb had broken the sub-10 speedrunning barrier. KiwiestBirb has held the world record way back since the 17th of June, over 6 months ago, getting a time of 13 minutes and 36 seconds, which back then was even good for Java Edition, while the world record was still 9 minutes and 36 seconds back then. 13 minutes and 36 seconds being 4 minutes different, it still showed the potential of the category, and the first glance of sub-10 was starting to show. This run featured things like a stronghold village enter with a fortress and a ruined portal close by in the Nether. Using the gold blocks that was in the ruined portal, Kiwi traded those with some nearby piglins and managed to get enough ender pearls to enter into the end, as well as getting enough blaze rods in the fortress, then proceeding to enter the end, one cycling the dragon and finishing the game in 13 minutes and 36 seconds. 3 months later, Kiwi managed to beat their own world record with a 13 minute and 36 second speedrun. You're probably really annoyed with me saying 13 minutes and 36 seconds, but yep, both world records were 13 minutes and 36 seconds, with the time difference being 600 milliseconds, being the smallest world record difference in RSG history. But believe it or not, another month later, Kiwi once again beat the world record with a 13 minutes and 32 second speedrun, being only 3 seconds different to the previous. Hyreinax, at this rate, there's never even gonna be a sub 13 speedrun. I mean, only a few seconds different, if not less than a second difference every single world record. Surely that's just not a coincidence at this point. Well, that's where I'm gonna have to unfortunately say that you're wrong, because one day after achieving the 13 minute and 32 second speedrun, Kiwi got an 11 minute and 22 second speedrun. How, I hear you ask? Well, Kiwi is an absolute freaking legend and loaded a seed that was so good from the start, and on top of that, playing the seed almost perfectly, allowing him to obtain the 11 minute and 22 second speedrun. From there on, the RSG category on Bedrock went a little bit dry besides a few exceptions, with Cobra getting a 1539, Plushie getting a 1520, and Craze getting an 1158, which was on pace to be a sub 11, but unfortunately the dragon didn't cooperate and waited over a minute to perch, causing the final time to be 1158, which is still a crazy time for Bedrock and even for Java. With the category not having much action, it definitely wasn't long until something big would shake the community, and that's exactly what happened in the early hours of December 28th. Kiwi shook the entire speedrunning community, Java and Bedrock, all joining together to celebrate the crazy new 9 minute and 55 second Bedrock Edition RSG world record. Now let's get into the run. KiwiestBirb spawns into the world and they see a village, and then they also notice that they have really good chords, so it's possibly a stronghold village, so Kiwi plays out the run. Kiwi heads over to the village and then does a few errands, getting enough food to last the run, as well as beds to one cycle the dragon. They get wood and then craft a pickaxe so they can get stone, and then craft some tools. They then get extra wood in case they need it later in the run, and then go to the iron golem and kill it. They use the iron obtained from the golem to craft a bucket, and then they collect some water from the fountain and do a strategy called spring strats. This strategy allows you to use the fountains in a village to determine the starting block of a stronghold. This allows you to dig straight into the stronghold every time after learning this strategy, which is super simple to learn, and if you want to learn it yourself, I recommend you go check out either my video or Sprinx's video. Sprinx does go in a lot more detail, so probably go watch his. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, he digs into a very high up stronghold, extremely close to the surface of the ground, and then navigates around the stronghold until he finds a chest that has some iron in it, and then navigates to the portal room. And after finding the portal room, he builds his nether portal using the lava that you find in the portal room, and then enters into the nether. Immediately upon entering the nether, the most insane thing happens. Right now, all Kiwi can do is focus, since having what is called a bastion is so rare, and loading it as well as a stronghold village next to it guarantees sub 10 for a player as skilled as Kiwi. With that, Kiwi mines up some nether gold ore so they can craft some boots so they don't get attacked by any piglins in the bastion. They then run to the bastion and start doing their route, running straight to the top of the bastion and then breaking the gold blocks so all the piglins in the bastion get aggroed at Kiwi, so they run up to the top and then go into the hole that Kiwi builds for them. Kiwi then gathers up all the gold in the ramparts of the bastion and trades those with the piglins, then runs down to the chest area and loots all those chests, getting a few essential items. Then Kiwi runs back up and then checks their trades and sees that they have everything they need, so they pearl out of the bastion and head off to the fortress. Kiwi builds up to the roof of the fortress to look around and then sees the blaze spawner, so they throw a second pearl over to the spawner. Kiwi spends a few minutes killing blazes, obtaining blaze rods, with pretty awful rates, and with the timer slowly ticking closer and closer to the sub 10 minute barrier closing up, Kiwi luckily gets the 5th and final blaze rod needed to enter the end. And without hesitation, Kiwi rushes over to the fortress and makes their way over back to the portal, bridging over large open gaps and MLGing from high places, making their way back to the portal and entering back through to the overworld. With the time being at a low 9 minutes, Kiwi has next to no room for mistakes and has to hope that the dragon perches fast enough for Kiwi to be able to one-cycle the dragon before the time is up. And what happens next shakes the community, but also paves the way for the future of the category, with Kiwi proving that Bedrock Edition is still certainly a dominant category for speedrunning, and that you don't have to run on Java Edition to be good at speedrunning. So thank you for sticking with the grind, Kiwi. You've shaped the category as well as put a tier in the speedrunning community's eyes, Bedrock Edition and Java Edition. Now I'll let you watch Kiwi's insane end fight. Congrats, Kiwi. Getting a world record alone is absolutely astonishing, but what you have done has astronomically low odds of happening, and it clearly shows since you are the second person ever in the world to achieve this goal, and you've broken the 8-month-long time of Brentilda being the first and only sub-10 speedrun holder. The fact that you are still continuing on with the RSG grind absolutely shocks me, and at this rate, within a month or two, you will most likely have beaten Brentilda's 936. It's just around the corner and the possibility is so real. If you haven't already, go subscribe to Kiwi, right now. Do it. The link is in the description. You better subscribe or... speedrun. While you're at it, if you enjoyed, please like the video, and if you are willing to, please subscribe. These videos take hours and I would really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching, and again, congrats Kiwi. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope I see you in the next video. Goodbye everyone.